not trying to be an activist. I don't know if I even really think of myself that way. I think it was just, everything really happened all of a sudden in 2010. When was it that what was happening like turned into sexual harassment? March? February, March? Something like that? February, March of 2010. And then just ever since then, there's someone like sleeping. Ever since then, it's just been every day, you know. I mean, just this incredible hysteria, and just really vicious, bullying, misogyny, just kind of just throwing off all of the rules about life and society and all of that stuff, you know. I mean, as if there's just no reason to even think about those things anymore or care about them or any of that stuff, you know. As if like somebody saying it's all right to molest children actually makes it true, you know. I mean, and of course it doesn't. I mean, it means that something has gotten really terribly wrong. It's just, but I didn't really think of myself. I'm not trying to, I really just want it to be over so I don't have to write about it anymore. And I said that for a long time. I actually used to have these pages that I published when I had WordPress blogs. Just a couple years. What was it, between like 2012 maybe and like, I think it was mostly in 2012. Like somewhere like around the middle of 2011 to somewhere maybe like near the end of 2012, I would publish these pages that I would just call them Tantrum. I would just name the page Tantrum, and then I would just put in all capital letters, I don't want to do this anymore. I hate writing about the conglomerate. I want everybody to stop doing what they're doing. That's really bad, so I don't have to write about it anymore. And then I would publish that. Because I really don't, this is really not something that I like doing. I don't like spending my time like this. Certainly it's not a way for me to get attention. I really just kind of wish it were over. I really wish it were over so I could do like other things with my time. But I feel like there really just was no question about it for me, ever. You know, and why this turned out to be a particular issue for me when there's other things that people are driven by. I'm not sure, except that it's like just kind of the fundamental basis of civilization. It really is. You know, you can't just like attack the young of your own species like that. You know, to give them no chance to grow up in a normal way, to just make them serve your needs, whether they're emotional needs or physical needs. There's nothing they can do. They can't fight back. They have no voice. They certainly don't have the rights that adults have, and they never will. Children will never have the rights that adults have. Never, you know? So whatever it is that people want to try to say about kids growing up fast or knowing more than they used to know, I mean, that's the thing is, though, that's not a good reason to take advantage of them. You know, you hope that children know more, you know, in every successive generation, you know, than the children in the generation before that. That doesn't mean that all of a sudden it's all right to have sex with them. It's never all right to have sex with kids. And it's just really, I really find it to be, after everything I say, you know, all of my thoughts about what could possibly be motivating anybody to think like that, really truthfully, I just always kind of get to the same conclusion, which is that I don't understand it. I don't understand how you cannot care about this. I don't understand how you can think that this is all right. I certainly don't understand how you can think that in some way this is some sort of noble quest that you're on to try to make these horrible crimes legal, or that has anything to do with social freedom or anything to do with anything except abuse. I mean, it's just you have to be so interested in not understanding, so absolutely dedicated to not listening to the things that people have to say about when they were molested as kids, to the things that people who are responsible professionals have to say about what happens to kids when they're victims of sexual abuse. You know, to see the stories that are actually getting through to the news, these horrific stories of child abuse, child murder, that kind of thing, the failures of the state government to protect children, even when they're supposed to be state employees that are involved in their care. You know, I mean, how it is that you're just ignoring this day after day and week after week while you're pretending that there's something about this that is good, or that makes anybody feel happy except for people who have something wrong with them. You know, I mean, I really find it to be extremely confusing, to be perfectly honest with you. I find it to be really very confusing. You know, and then like the voyeurism thing, I mean, it's so petulant. I think petulant is the word that I'm thinking of, in terms of like whoever it is that has some kind of problem with me. You know, I mean, it's not like I have video of you or want video of you, and yet if you don't know what to say to something that I've said to you, and you feel like I've hurt your feelings, you know, you say something else with the videos of me, or even if you just think you're trying to be cute in some way, right? And it's just like, really, you know, that's all you have to say. Something that everybody's already said. You know, everybody who's like you know, to every criticism you respond with, yeah, but you know, I've seen naked video of you, and I know you hate it. So what are you going to say about that? I'm going to say the same thing that I always say. You know, this is why I don't like you. I don't like you because you're that kind of person who acts that way.